Hey guys, welcome back to the WWU Student Aviator. Right now I'm at the regional airport in Walla Walla, and we're gonna go fly. I'm gonna fly the Cessna 172. I got my pre-flight checklist. So I really want to tell you guys a little bit about what we do for pre-flight. And here's the Cessna 172 inside. You can see the controls and the seat belts are already fastened. Go ahead and put our bag in the back here and get everything situated. All right, first thing we do, check mix and status hours. And then we're gonna turn the master switch on. All right, so I'm looking for the Hobbs number, which is right over here. That's 764.6. Make sure that it's the same as what's indicated right here. I don't know if you can see that. The next thing we're gonna do is tack time. So we're gonna push that, 649. Go ahead and turn the master switch off, which is right here. And now we're gonna work down our pre-flight checklist. So pilot's handbook is the next thing on the list. Handbook is right there. Our next thing, aero, our documents. We gotta make sure that we have our airworthy certificate, our registration, non-transferable, and our aircraft registration certificate. Those are the three most important documents that enable us to be flight worthy and for us to legally fly. After that, we're gonna do control lock, which is right here. Make sure you can see that. We're just gonna take this out of the yoke. I just put it in the back pocket next to the handbook, pilot's handbook. Ignition, make sure that it's off. Make sure it's off. Make sure the master switch is on. So I wanna turn this back on, and I wanna make sure that the exterior lights, pitot heat, and flaps are all working. Do flaps, roll those all the way down. Just right here. You can see outside, flaps came down. Okay, and then we're gonna do a quick walk around with our book. And before we do that, we're actually gonna grab our fuel sump that we use to plane and make sure those lights are on. Lights are blinking, strobes. All can verify that. All right, looks good, looks good. And light on the back is also on, so the red one on the top. And turn the light off. So all these go back off. Okay, fuel selector, make sure it's on both. Okay, so I'm just turning it around to make sure everything's working. And A44, those are our pulse lights. So we're gonna verify that those are working and on as well. You can see the list with me here. This is what we're gonna go through. Okay, pitot heats, make sure that is working. We don't need to worry about today, but that is more than working. What is our fuel quantity? Master switch goes off right after that. Circuit breakers. They all, if they were out, we would see that popped out like this. That's what it would look like if it was not working, but we're gonna push that in. Flap selector, we're gonna put that in the up selection so that when we turn the master switch back on, the flaps are automatically gonna come up. Alternate static air, make sure that that works. So we should see our altitude change slightly. Static air is just what we use to test to make sure that the instruments are working. So our gyros are working properly. And that would be our VSI, our vertical speed indicator, which is this guy right here, and our altimeter, which is this guy right here. So we push static air right here. That's engine cabin heat. And we're gonna put, sweet. We're set. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up pre-flight. All right, now it's time to do the external pre-flight. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my checklist and the fuel sump and go ahead and start walking around the outside of the aircraft, checking the elevators first, top, below, making sure the castellated nuts are securely fastened to the joints, checking the cables on the rudder, making sure they're good. All right, go ahead and sump the fuel, making sure there's no particles or water in the fuel system, checking the tires for flat spots and the brakes, checking the flaps there, making sure all the joints and the cables are secure, checking the ailerons, the counterweights, and making sure the wing is firmly attached to the rest of the fuselage. And that there's there's no problems there. Then you go ahead and climb on top of the wing and open the fuel cap and put the fuel that's strained back into the fuel system. Gonna go ahead and check the oil. It should be between 6 and 8 quarts of oil. We like to keep our aircrafts about 7 quarts. You can see that I strained some fuel at the bottom. Checking the landing gear, checking the propeller and the air filter, checking the pitot-static system, the static port, and the rest of the ailerons and the flaps. And you're gonna go ahead and sump the fuel on this side as well. All right, checking that, making sure there's no particles or water in it. You can go ahead and put it back into the tanks on top of the wings. Alright, now time to put everything away and hop in the aircraft. Hope you guys enjoyed this short video, this little tutorial on what it's like to pre-flight the aircraft before you even fly. If you guys liked it, please like and subscribe and consider commenting down below, and I would like to respond to you guys. Love hearing from you, and I hope that you will continue to be a strong aviator. See you in the next one, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.